Wait. There we go. You are now live.
Hello, how's everybody doing? So it looks like we're actually live, but we are recording today. So I might run this as a premiere, and you all can chat that way. But welcome. Uh, Violet, say hello. We have a super mod Violet on tech today, and this is Sharon, Texture Junkies. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. Welcome.
We're going to do something a little different today. Are you ready, Violet? We're having some
Ready.
playtime, but I am going to be using the tags that I did with alcohol ink last night and a little bit of paint. And I'm going to do some work on those. I mean, they might be a finished piece. They might, they're at the point where I'm like, that's ugly. That's ugly. I don't really like that one. I'm going to mess with these and I'm going to use my Nuvo mousse because I just had to put water in all of it and mix it up and give it a new piece of press and seal because they are drying out on me. So I've got a whole stack of those in front of me. And that is how you fix it. If you guys have your Nuvo mousse drying out, keep an eye on it. Because if it dries out all the way, it's gone. But if you catch it before, then you can add water to it. And I stir it with a stick. And then I go at it with a palette knife and press it all back down and make it creamy again. So that's how you save your Nuvo mousse. First
And
tip.
I would suggest you use distilled water so there's no
I never thought about that.
yeah, or maybe you use it too fast that it really doesn't matter. Oh, you've gone completely. There you go. Yep, autofocus is just slow. That's all. We're good.
Well, and we are doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to pull my camera out just a little bit more or push it in just a little bit more. There we go. I'm downstairs because, as you know, we're having a heat wave, and I hope that the fan isn't disturbing you. A couple things might happen. My dog might bark, just so you know, because he's downstairs with me. He doesn't go upstairs with me when I go up there, but it's just too hot up there. And if that happens, we'll try to cut that out, or we'll see how long he goes. And then my AC might beep because it needs drained. Because we have those one of those big units that has a hose that goes out the window, and it's not built into the house. Um, it's on wheels. It's on the floor, but we have to drain it. So I'm just going to do some finishing off here, and we're going to have playtime. So I
Yay.
have, and I had to bring so much stuff downstairs to do this, but I was really wanting to play. So here we are. I'm going to be using, and I have a few little stencils here with me. I have a box next to me. If I can get to them here. And I have some homemade or tinted texture pastes as well that I have. One's kind of gray and one's kind of a blue. And then I have all the paints that I made in case we want to break out the plate, or I want to use these with the stencils as well. And those are all sitting in front of me. I did bring down a few, and I mean a few colors of regular paint that I didn't make. And some of my dragonfly glaze, like my homemade color shift paints. I brought down like 5 shades. So I thought you might like that, Violet, because you just got some.
Yep.
Yeah. So I thought that might be kind of fun. But first, I want to play with this nuvo mousse. And I'm going to I'm going to fill in some of these areas here and choose a color that kind of goes with it. And I might choose a paste, but I'm going to go through these tags and see what I can do to them. Because
Okay, I have a question.
Sure,
You said nouveau mist, which I can read.
mousse.
Mousse. Okay, so it's a colored mousse
It is like
cream.
it's like the stencil butter that they use. This has been around a bit longer. Stencil butter's a newer product. This is the same. I think if the formula is slightly the same, this is a lot stiffer though, and basically it's a metallic texture paste, but it's water-based, and you can use it like a watercolor as well.
Oh, interesting.
It
That's
is really
interesting to
cool
know.
stuff. When I was in Happy Paper People, I ran across it on a video somewhere, and I told everybody about it. And my old partner started buying it in bulk and selling it even. So a lot of people have it in the circle that we're in. And I, knowing that we need to keep an eye on it, and we can add water to it. That's why you can add water and refresh it and stir it, because it's water based.
As long as you catch it soon enough, you said.
Yes, as long as you catch it. So that's a nice one for that. Let's use that one. That is look at this color. Isn't that great? So let's use that one. Figure out what stencil we want to use here and go from there.
Now, is there anything you can mix with the nuvo mousse?
Like, what do you mean?
Why you would, but because it's already colored, isn't it?
It is already colored. You can use it to tint your texture paste, because it's a nice concentrated color, most of the darker ones.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also use it as a watercolor. You can color metals with it, although it's not as permanent as alcohol ink. And so like alcohol ink, let me show you that alcohol.
That's what I was laughing about. Not to make fun of you, but the other day you were so careful to wear your latex gloves, and today you're just like, the heck with it, I want to get dirty.
Yeah, it was too late. Too late. So it's just not like me to wear a glove, I have a hard time with that, and I don't think about it until it's
get in there, get gooey.
Yeah, and that usually means I had a good day. Now remember your so I should have a darker background so I can see the white spaces here in the edge of the tag, because I'm just going to get it everywhere. Your thickness of your paste is going to be the thickness of your stencil, so remember that bit. And this stuff takes a little bit to dry, but it's not that long. It's just like a regular texture paste. The good thing about this stuff is it kind of sticks down to the, ooh, look at that. See?
I love that.
I do too. I love this stencil. This, and it's a Finnabair stencil, and it's like it looks like medieval kind of writing to me. I don't know. It's just so cool. It really matches that too. Okay, I'm going to set this off to dry right in front of the laptop. So I'm going to put this back. So another thing that they have a few different products. Nuvo has Nuvo drops, which you might have some of those already. More people are aware of those. They have the expanding mousse, which it looks like this. It's got a different cap, and you put it on, and then you take the heat tool to it, and it expands. It's pretty cool, but I don't have any of that. This is my favorite one though, and this one is fairly new to me, and I wanted it forever, and finally ordered it. And look at how much I've used already. You guys have seen that. I don't know if you can add water to this one though.
See, I need to
sure. I need to
what is it? Expanding foam for like around windows and.
Oh, I've used that in artwork. It doesn't. Yeah. I mean it, and you can carve it too.
Yeah.
Did you know that? I've used it in set design for plays in college. That was how I became his personal assistant. He came to me and said, how do I make a sign that comes in and out that goes with the scene? And it was seven brides for seven brothers. Whoa.
Oh, I love that one.
And I said, well, he said, can you come Saturday and make me something? And I said, sure. And it was my art teacher that sent him to me because, well, he knew that I would probably have a creative solution. You got to clean these pretty fast.
I was just going to ask. Probably soak it.
Yeah, probably need to. But he came to me and asked about that, met me on Saturday with an entire crew of high school thespians that were volunteers to help me. And I said I needed expanding mousse, I needed, or expanding foam, I needed spray paint in different stone colors. And what I did was make big rocks at the bottom of a post, and we put it on a slab of wood with wheels, with casters. And the rocks held the sign in place. And then I let it expand and went back in later and hit it with like different colors of spray paint at an angle. And it caught all the little ridges and bubbles and, in different places. And it was just so cool. It was
So cool.
yeah, it really did turn out neat. And after that, he had me become his personal assistant. And I had to write my own syllabus each term. And I was the set designer and the window box designer for every play after that.
Very cool.
It was a really fun thing to do. I really enjoyed working with him, and I just really enjoyed it. I did. I always wanted to be a set designer, and I kicked myself because I wanted to be a fashion designer, but I didn't realize about sets until I was older. And like when I watch Star Trek, I'm sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, I bet it was fun to build that set. I know that's weird, but that's what I think of.
And now they don't even build sets. They use a
Computer.
green screen
Right.
and Pixar, and
Yes, computers.
which I love doing that, so it's not a bad thing, but yeah.
I would love to be building sets. I just think it would be so much fun. So that's going to crack. Just putting that on there, covering it up, and it'll crack. This is getting kind of like, I don't know if I can mix water with it though, because it's cracking. Like I'm going to have to.
Well, you know what you do? You take a little bit, put it in a little lid or jar thing or whatever, and add water and
I can do
test
that
it.
right now.
That's quite dry.
It is quite dry, and I don't want. I just need it to work. Like I just got this. It's not even that old. I'm disappointed. Yeah. Like the stock was old or something.
Me being me, I would forget to babysit it. And
yeah, I do sometimes. I know.
So I would definitely go back to the stencil butter, because I love the stencil butter.
Well, the stencil butter probably dries out too. These are 2 years old, except for the gold cracker one. These are all 2 years old. I've just kept an eye on them.
Let me tell you what Fran just showed me this morning that she's working with, that you need to get or something. I'm not sure what brand, if there's other brands, but it was by Liquitex. So we know it's not so we know it's a little pricey, but we like the name brand. It's called Flexible Modeling Paste.
Oh, I've seen that.
It's flexible.
Yeah, is she working with it? Did she do a video? Because I'll look forward to that.
We just practiced this morning just to test her camera. But you watch Monday's video is going to involve that, and cool. watch the live or watch the replay, whatever. But she plans on using it Monday.
Okay.
It looks really cool, and I'm like, oh, how can I use that? How can I use that? Oh, I love that stencil.
This one?
Yep.
This is the PM Artist Studio stencil.
I know.
I love the little shapes right in the middle. I just moved it. Right here are my favorite part of it. The little flower shape. I'm not really a floral person. I love this stencil, but you'll find me more often choosing the areas that I'm using. And I chose this one right now because it has big spaces to put the crackle.
Well, they look like windows.
Yeah, they do. And they also look, I don't know, there's something, they go with that sort of medieval thing that I like. I'm seeing if it's still going to crack. So I'm going to use up every bit of this and see if it does the job.
Renaissance, that's the word that comes
Renaissance,
to mind.
yeah.
There's a
the word.
And I think of that because there is a just about an hour and a half south of us, there's what's called the Bristol Renaissance Fair going on.
Oh yeah, yeah. Bill and I would totally do that. We could totally get into cosplay.
Not me.
We love making costumes. He and I, between us, make such different ones, but they go together. And we, between us, can work out, you know, from me, the design, and him, the technical sort of stuff. That's, we're good. We're a good team on that stuff.
Oh, and I also wanted to tell you, I got to make a note so I don't forget. I thought I did. Talking to Fran this morning, talking with her husband, he got a birthday present that he's been.
Oh,
his birthday is coming up soon. He and I are both Leos, and he got his birthday present, and I said, well, you have to go watch Bill on YouTube.
Did he get a drone?
He did.
Ah.
And I said, not only that, I said, but Bill got a 3D maker, which Ian has a 3D.
Mm-hmm. Oh, does
maker.
he really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he said, well, why that? And I said, well, probably for spare parts that he can recreate.
That's exactly what he's doing.
He said, interesting idea. I said, you need to hook up with Bill. You need to go watch Bill. So I'm going to send Fran the link to his videos.
Okay. Bill would like that.
Yeah. And I said, I told her that Ian really needs to make his own YouTube channel too.
Bill doesn't really promote his channel, and when I tell him where I'm at, he's like, "Oh, well, I only have 150," you know. And I say, "Honey, I can get you. I mean, I can send people your way if you want, you know." And yeah, it's pretty funny. And he's like, "Yeah, I don't care. I just do it for me."
And it's Ian's fault that I have a VR headset.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, because he has it. He's had it for a while. He plays Myst in there. He loves his video games, and he got one for Fran, and she says, "Oh, you have to get one, and maybe we can hook up." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm all for it." Well, I went on the VR, and that's how I watched Bill's drone.
Oh, that's so cool because it makes me dizzy already. Let me grab a bucket of water to put these in when I'm done.
Okay.
Okay. Just 1 second. Okay. Did you tap dance?
Did I what?
Tap dance? Did you entertain them?
Oh, you're so funny. Ha ha ha.
So probably not the safest thing, but I grabbed a pan from the kitchen because I was trying to hurry. I have another fun tip. I have storage for your gel plates here. I don't know if I shared. Right here.
Now, watch out. You had icky on your spatula.
Yeah, I moved it.
Okay.
So I got these in a 2-pack from Amazon. These are crap. Sorry.
Oh my goodness. Are you a crafter or what?
What? Okay. So I got these from Amazon and they come in 2-packs and they fit your plates. Like
I saw these. Is it a clamshell?
It is, and it's totally smooth on the bottom. So you got to make sure that there's no line that would crease your plate, honestly.
Right.
Yeah. And then I got a second one because they come in 2-packs, and I'm just going to put my 5x7 in it. You know, I thought I'd use the 5x7 today and then move it into there when I get there. I'm not ready. She's not ready.
I have 2 of them now, and I still have them in the original clamshell, but I saw those. I went looking for them because I didn't want the tins. I wanted to be able to see them, and I may get those. I've got a list. I want that Finnabair stencil first.
Let's use that again. Oh no, I put it in water. I'll take it out in a minute.
You showed me that once before, and I went back and found the notes.
I'm gonna get this goo off my thing here by doing that. So
Waste not, want not.
right. I cannot stand to waste. There's something wrong with me that I must have gone through the Great Depression in a last life. I
This is
cannot. Yeah.
it's how I am with cooking. I want every last drop of cookie dough out of
Right.
or
I don't like throwing it
scrambled eggs.
away.
You make scrambled eggs, you want every last drop of egg out of the bowl that you
Right.
scrambled them in. It's just me being weird.
Me too. I'm the same way. I had to stop scraping out the ketchup bottles and I do put a little water in the barbecue sauce bottle and shake it because I hate how much is left in there. I'm just getting a teeny tiny bit at a time because I don't want a bunch of extra on my thing here.
When I make spaghetti sauce, I use a can of paste, and it drives me nuts that I can't get it all out.
Yes, that little blob in the middle.
That little blob in the middle and
Yeah.
around the edges. So I heat up a little water in the microwave and I pour it in that little can. And while I'm getting everything else ready, it soaks. And then I pour it in the pot.
Look,
That is gorgeous.
that. It's so fun. I feel like I want a little bit more right there. There we go. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what my problem is about the waste, and maybe it's because my mom was that way and my grandma was that way, and they came from that, like my grandma. But I don't know. They
Well,
were.
for me, it's a conservation mindset because
Yeah, that's
the less I throw out in the garbage, the less I
right.
waste, the less I'm adding to the destruction of the planet in my mind. And I know I'm just a little person doing very little,
That's
but
me too. That is me too. That is
it
absolutely. I
yeah.
am the same way. But that's a newer thing. I've always not liked waste.
Yeah, exactly.
But now add that to it, and it's another dimension of, oh my gosh, don't throw that away. Oh my gosh, someone else is going to throw that away, so I better make it into something. You know.
So
Yeah.
that when you die, somebody can go in your house and throw everything away. But,
Yeah. Well,
but
and I'm afraid of that. I told my son he could get a big house because he wants.
Yeah, exactly. Turn
know.
it into a museum.
There we go. Or my husband says, "Oh, that'll be worth $1 million one day."
He's such a positive person.
Yeah, well, he's loving my art. So I'm gonna put something down that's got some color because I can't see the edge of the tag, and it's driving me crazy. I'm gonna use this because this was a failed. I did not like this at all last night. I know I could do things to it, but look, now I can see the edge of my tag, and that's what I want.
Ah, I see.
So I don't have any black paper down here or anything.
I was gonna say, don't you have any black paper? We need to get you some black tissue paper or something.
I'm not in my art room right now.
Yeah, I know.
Here, I have this. I mean, I'm gonna tear some paper. It's gonna be fun. I have these because did you guys see what I did to this? I put it on this is the packaging that comes in the mail, and I keep rolling new stuff on here. I put it on a tube, on a paper towel tube.
Do you know how many I iron mine?
I would like to iron mine. I should iron mine.
I spritz it. I have a sprayer, and I spritz it where wrinkles are if I don't want wrinkles, and I iron it out.
I would if I was going to put it in a book.
But then I fold it up, and I'm like, no, man, I have old paper towel rolls. I'm going to start rolling mine. Good idea. Oh, write that down.
I am looking for the color I want to use. I might use this navy one. Oh, that's going to drive me crazy. Okay. I think I'm going to use the navy. Or where's the copper at? Or copper. Okay. Navy or copper, you pick.
Oh, wait. Hold on. On that card?
Uh-huh.
Navy.
Okay.
I love copper.
We want impact. We want some
high contrast
impact. Okay. We can do that. And then I can use this navy on another set that I did, because I did 3 different plates with 3 different color palettes. And I've got them all here in front of me. That's all I brought to work on. I do have some blanks if I want to break out the gel plate. But okay, so I want to use this one and create like a space, because it's kind of, it was the edge.
Yep, I
And
see that.
I want to utilize that edge. And then these might end up, they might end up being left alone. They might end up being uh, backgrounds for a focal point after I'm done with them. They'll go into the stack that I create with, you know, when I'm making something, and I'll have them handy to reach for. So they could be a finished product, or they could be used as a background, depending on how I like them. Okay, let's see how we did. Right there. And then
I just
right
had a
here.
bag of a noisy bag fall down on my head.
I didn't hear it. I'm
Are you
sorry.
kidding me? You can't hear that?
No, I couldn't hear it. I've got a fan behind my head. Can you hear my fan?
No.
And an AC in the bedroom, so.
Yeah. Well, I got all those books down to show you, and I guess I hit that bag and it just now finally fell down on me. Oh, now that's cool. See, I'm glad you went with the navy. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a lot of impact, isn't it?
And random. I like that.
Yeah, and I mean, can you see a focal point right here? Or, I mean, if I added, you know, a strip of fabric to the edge.
Turn it upside
Or,
down for me. Turn it upside.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
turn it that way. Let me see. Back it up a little bit. Back up. Hold it right there. Yeah, definitely. There's a yeah. Okay, I want to see where you go next.
Okay.
I want to see what you do next with that spot.
Oh, with this spot?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna let this one dry.
Right.
Darn it, my thing is beeping. Might have to go drain the AC. Okay, so I've also got these ones here, and while I have this blue out, let's find another one. Like, I feel like the blue might want to go with that. That's not, maybe that one, or definitely these ones. Okay, because these ones I had left paint on my gel plate, and it had some hints of blue in it.
I see
So
that.
I'm going to, and so it picked up that paint when I did the alcohol ink, which was kind of fun. And I often leave paint on, like in a stencil on my plate when I leave it.
Okay,
That's
on
just
these,
what I
I
do.
would say go with the copper.
I'm going to grab a different stencil. Let's do one of these with blue, and then we'll do one of them with, let's do this one in blue. So we have the impact, and then we'll grab the copper. But let me grab a different stencil here.
You want to go empty that? Because I can edit this part out.
Well, yeah, it kind of turned off. So
Yeah, go take care of that.
give me just a minute here while I've got this blue on here, though. Okay, so I've got another different stencil here. I just grabbed a stack of stencils, and I have a few PM Artist Studio stencils that are going to make it into our playtime today. So I'm just going to hit some random spots on here. And then I want to look at it and see how it looks. Ooh, but I don't really want any rounded edges. I want to kind of give it some angles and yeah. And then we got to go in threes. So let's get this just a little higher right here. Let it stick out. All right, there we go.
I like that. I definitely. I'm glad you went with the navy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Woohoo.
And then what I did was I left this area that's got that paint. Let me turn it this way so you can see. So it's got that paint, and there's hints of the same color blue there. in the paint and the pattern that's been left behind, and it's really cool in person. But
it reminds me of floor tile.
Kind of, yeah, kind of does
How
have
long
that.
does that take to dry?
We could check the first one and see how it's doing. I mean, it's hot, so it's kind of dry. It's dry on the outside. Look how beautiful that is.
Isn't that cool?
Yes, I'm gonna turn it the other way so you can see it. I mean,
close.
Look at that. Oh, so fun. So this one's probably, nope, still a little bit tacky. I'm going to set that there. This one, a little bit tacky. I'm going to set it right there. And I'm going to go drain that real quick.
Yeah, go take care of that.
Okay. And then we'll go with the copper. Right back.
So while she's gone, I can show what fell down on my head. So I'm going to show you what fell down on my head, and something I worked on many years ago that I never finished. It's I don't know if you could see that. It's a frog. See, it's got a frog with floppy legs, and he's never been finished. What I do is I will paint him with watered down acrylic paint, and then I'll make him some clothes. I actually made 2 of them. So I will have a male and a female. Where's the camera? Male and female, so mom and pop with their floppy legs, and they're ledge sitters. They sit, there's no weight in them, but they will sit on a desk with the legs hanging over if you want. And then I have working on a little bitty doll. That's the start of it. So I will paint features and clothes on her and probably design some clothes for her. She's got boots on. See that, boots. And that's it. And that's what fell down on my head just a few minutes ago. So I'm thinking that the powers that be are trying to tell me something, that maybe I need to take those frogs and finish them up and quit messing around with other things, which I will do. And that's it. That's all I've got.
All right, I'm back. I'm going to clean off this stencil that I used earlier with the writing, the script, so that I can use it because I want it again. What do you think? Are you there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. That sounds good. I did a little show and tell while you were gone. I didn't do any
tap dancing.
No, I didn't tap dance. So I'm in a carpeted room. It's not going to work.
Let's take a moment to ask everyone if you're enjoying this and hanging out with us and having fun. If you could take a moment and give a thumbs up, so YouTube knows that you're having fun, and share the video or share with your friends. Tell them to come over and hang out with us. We are about 70 away from the next goal now. So did you see that, Madeline?
Yes.
Yeah.
So while you're at it, and don't forget, in all the replayers that come in, we appreciate you. If you'll leave a comment down below under the description.
Yes.
We really appreciate it, and Sharon tries to get back and respond to everybody.
I do.
So comments are lovely. That not only are they lovely, but they help Sharon, they encourage Sharon and inspire her to keep going and give her more ideas.
Yes, and I love sharing new ideas. I mean, yep. I think I'm probably a designer first, and then I'm not necessarily as good at bringing everything to fruition as I am at planning out what I do Does that make sense? So
Nope.
I
Makes no sense at all. I have no idea what you're talking about
I'm a
because I'm watching
designer
you do stuff
first,
and you're
always.
like an artist.
It's the sit and plan and all of that stuff and trying to come up with new ideas, and that's what keeps me going. And well, and you guys. But I love to sit and design things and come up with things that might be new or exciting or experiment and play. And, that's just what I like to do, you know, design things and experiment. So if you like that sort of thing and you like sort of eclectic projects, which I do, you never know what you're going to get over here, right? That's for
That's a
sure.
good word to use.
Well, yeah. I'm an eclectic designer. How's that?
Ah, eclectic, deriving ideas, style, or taste from a broad and diverse range of sources.
Yes, 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 yes. That is, and I mean, like I was doing clay tiles last week. I love putting patinas on stuff and coming up with chemical reactions and things, and
Mm-hmm.
I just love to have fun like that. That is a good time for me. It doesn't show up as well as I
Yeah,
want
it didn't turn up
to.
as well as I thought it would. But when that dries, you could still do some navy. It's something navy. So that'll be in the
Well,
background.
at this point, there is something else I could do. If we don't like it, there's one thing you can do with the nuvo mousse that's fun. So let's say I don't like it, right? I'm just
Mm-hmm.
going to take a brush and a little bit of water, which I have.
Oh,
And before that dries, I'm going to hit it here and there with that.
that easily it mixed up with water.
Yep. Well, until it's dry, it is water soluble. So, and then I have another way to alter this, and let's get a different stencil out. I'm going to leave that in the corner right there.
And I was going to say, you could even at this point take a paper towel and dauber
That's what I'm
some of
going
that
to
off
do.
so it's not so.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. Actually, let's use this one again because I really, really like it. And it's a good size. They're good sized holes. I don't want to get it on that spot that's wet right there. So I'm just going to try to take some of this off. Which it
Here's the problem I have. I can sit here and watch you or Fran or Patricia
didn't
and
work.
others do stuff, and I can go, oh, do this, do that, do this, do that. But when I'm sitting by myself creating, those ideas and those possibilities don't come to me as quickly.
I think it is easier to watch sometimes, and I know exactly what you mean about.
Backseat driver.
I mean, I think we all get that way. So it was almost too dry, and that was why I had to get the baby wipe a little wet.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can get a pattern to show up here. Get it wet. Just if I can get a little pattern to come through, that's cool.
And
And nope, that sucked. I'll say that sucked. It's okay.
well, and the thing I thought, trying to be kind to myself, because it's easier to yell at you or Patricia to do this, do that, or use that color,
Yeah,
use it. It's so easy to do that because we're sitting back actually watching it happen, and we don't watch ourselves when we do that. So try to be kind to myself and tell myself that I'm a work in progress. So if I keep at it and keep practicing and keep playing, that's
I
something that will develop from myself over time.
here's something really sad about this. I really liked this tag, and I don't like what had happened there. So I'm disappointed because now I've covered up what I loved. If I can just get it all back to the white, I'll be happy, or kind of white. It doesn't have to be all the way white, just kind of white. I mean, we all have failures. We all make mistakes. We all, it's easier to watch and think, oh, I would do it this way or that way. Um, I know. I mean, we all can do that because we can have more ideas when we don't have it in our hands, right?
Yeah. It's not looking too bad now.
Oh, I hate it. I hate that I miss all of this. Maybe I'll take some sandpaper to it after it's totally dry, or
There you
maybe I'll
go. It's too
go
wet
back
right
at it
now.
with alcohol ink some more, because that's what that is. I did leave that though because I like it. So maybe I'll come up with another plan there, but it has to be dry because I'm going to start rubbing the paper.
Yep, it's too wet.
Too much. I'm going to put that away so I'm not sad. Okay, so what can I put copper on? Don't really want to mess up any that I like.
Yeah.
I kind of got a stack here of things that I'm like meh about, and a
Or go
stack
back
that,
to the
who
navy.
knows. I'm gonna do that. I'm going back to the meh stack, or the ones that I know are not done. How about copper and how about that one? If we want to use the copper, or I see that one.
Okay.
Okay. We got this. Okay, let's use a different stencil though. I wish this one was a little bit longer. There we go. I'm going to get that. Okay. So I also use this Nuvo mousse for edges on stuff. I use it just like a wax, and that was why I got it in the first place, because I wanted to use it like a wax. It was cheaper than wax. You got more of it. It's softer. It really works just like any of your colored waxes. So I keep the copper and the gold right there on my desk, and I use it for edges on stuff all the time. The gold more often. There's a couple different shades of gold, and you can go to tonicstudios.com and they have all this stuff when they're not out. Tonic should send me free stuff. Right?
Yeah. Well,
they should be sending me freebies at this point, especially because I turned an entire group of people onto this stuff 2 years ago. Also,
oh, they got some interesting stuff.
They do. They really do. Are you there? They really
Yeah. Do
have
I
some fun
look like I
things.
need more stuff? No.
Well, art mediums are different than papers, and that's how I feel about it. At least I like the art mediums. I use them, but I don't go crazy and order every color like I did. You know.
Well, here we go. They have oh, is that beautiful?
Oh, that's so cool.
So they have Nuvo Pure
Yes.
Sheen 4-pack. I don't know size, but it's $6.99. It's half off.
For what?
Nuvo Pure Sheen.
Pure. I don't know what you're saying. Spell it.
Pure Pure Sheen. So what is that?
I don't know what that is. That's a new product since I've been to their website.
It's new. It's a combination of let me see. Yeah, I'm not sure what it's.
What does it say it is?
It's the Nuvo.
Well, they have lots of glitters. They have lots of glitter paste.
Glitter, glitter, falling snow.
It's a glitter pack.
It's a Christmas from Santa's workshop.
They have a lot of glitter.
Yeah, not a glitter fan.
They sell the big chunky stuff, and like I'm picking and choosing my spots here. They sell the big chunky stuff, and like they have a glitter paste.
Yes, that's on sale too.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of I once in a while I'll break out some glitter and surprise myself just for a little touch of something here and there. But for the most part, no glitter. Look at that.
Let me see. Very nice. That really goes well with that.
It worked out.
I
I
like that
feel like it
stencil.
needs something at the top, but I think it needs something different. Well, this stencil, you really have to pick and choose you know, your placement for
Right.
everything. But I just happened to do both of those kind of, they're a little different, but yeah. So let me set these someplace. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
they
put that
have
stencil
some
away now.
nuvo. They have a good clearance sale. The nuvo, let me think. They've got gilding flakes and a tote bag. Let's see.
So I'm gonna put the copper away now. Pull out
Okay.
another color. So I have, let's see, this one actually surprised me. This was the first color I bought, and it's called Soft Truffle, and it's beautiful. The other one that really surprised me was the Honeydew, which is also really pretty. I think it needs to go in a dark color. We'll pull that one out next. Um, Let me see here. So this is the navy.
So the
How about
soft one sounds like or looks like a chocolate type.
the what?
The one you just had, the soft, what'd you call it? Soft
Truffle.
truffles?
The truffle. Mm-hmm. Isn't it
Looks like milk
pretty?
chocolate.
It kind of does. It's a little bit lighter. We used that one. We used that one. So when I use this often, like the gold I just have on my desk, I just stick my finger in it and run it around, and hit highlight points, like high points on stuff when I use texture, or I mean, it's really good for that. I could use this on the resin pieces, like as a final instead of wax, or the clay tiles. I probably did use some of this because I reach for it often. Okay, now I'm going to use this black. They're all kind of metallic too, and this is called black ash. I said ash. That's right. Black ash. Let's do it again. So I'm going to see what kind of stencil I want here. Kind of twisted. Kind of twisted. Ooh. Okay. Should we use that one, or is it too big? But I really like this one. What if I picked out my areas? I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. And then I think we're going to break out my favorite PM stencil, which is the one that looks like leopard spots or roses to me. So this one, little bit of that black, and what I'm doing is picking this that I like right here. I'm going to put it at the bottom. It hangs off, and I'm going to choose that spot and hope it doesn't move because it's pretty big. All right, let's see what we got.
Okay.
Oh, it did move a
Nice.
little bit because it's a big stencil. Here, you know what
Yeah.
I'm going to do? I'm going to take one of these points and I'm going to clean it up. That's what I'm going to do. Look at that. There we go. Wait for it.
Da
There.
da da da.
There it is.
Very nice.
So now I'm going to pick another spot on here. And let's see, how about this leaf-like thing right here on the end? Deciding where it goes exactly. Right there. And try not to move it. Go with the shape of the stencil. it is.
Da, 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 da.
And
That's
then
interesting.
I'll leave it like that and have a place for a focal point right here or right here with some words or.
Wait. You're telling me you're only going to do 2?
Yeah, because well, yeah, you know me so well. I'm thinking it would be really cool if there was a focal point right here. But you're right. You're always right.
Take the one closest to you and puts a little something down in one of the corners so it kind of drags it out, pulls it out. That way you're not interfering with that middle piece. How about that?
How about this little one right here?
Oh, well, there you go. Then you've got your 3.
Look at that.
GE. We say that's GE, good enough.
Yep, that's it. That's it.
GE. Okay,
That's a
now
cool
you've got
shape
your
right
3.
there. Okay, I'm going to put that off to dry. Over here with the others. Now I've got a whole lot of stencil butter on these because they are, I had to use a lot for that. And I don't want to waste it. It's not in my nature. Crap, now I'm going to have to do a third one.
Hey, what can I say? I pay attention.
She knows me.
I hold you accountable.
Yeah, I'm going to have to clean this one up, I can tell.
I mean, 2
Okay.
would have been all right, but that little bitty piece did
know.
give it that little poof.
Yeah, I know. Okay. And then how about this weird butt shape? I don't know what that is.
Okay.
What I see when I look at a stencil is all the individual parts that make the stencil. So I try to, and I can see them individually. That's how I choose the moments that I use when I use them,
We
Um,
talked about this, how I look
yeah,
at a stencil like that and I see the whole thing and I'm like, how can I use this? And you look at it in bits and pieces with that little iframe, little.
yep, yeah. I do though, like, and if my eyes just do that already.
Yep, I'm approaching it that way. I'm learning.
That wasn't successful, but
No,
that's okay. Not everything will be.
it kind of falls right into that, doesn't it?
I really like these. I just don't like
Yeah,
that straight edge there, and I'm going to leave
yeah.
it. I'm going to leave it. It can all be fixed later.
Well, you can put some pointy parts on it with use
I
your little needle
could
to,
to make some, yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
striations.
so we used the black. That's going away now. What I'm trying to do is use all the colors. I love this one so much. It's really the winner. So well, though I have a lot of winners here. I do. That's a winner.
No, they're all winners except that one, and that's
Except, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
personal opinion. I happen to like it.
Okay, now I want to use this one. Let's get that off of there. It is good to clean your palette knife once in a while too, but and you can use a stencil brush with these. Absolutely, you can use a stencil brush with the texture paste. I'm just trying to use my texture paste and start putting a dent in it. All right, I'm going to find a dark one that I can put that I really want to use that color. So dark, 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 dark. I need a dark one. I don't know if I have a dark enough one to really want to use that color. No. Let's see. I showed pictures of a lot of these. Because that would need help with something large, maybe like with large holes, or in the white space here.
I was gonna say there's room there. There's room there.
And I like this one the way it is, so I don't think I'm going to mess with it. I don't know why I like it. I just do. like flowers and yeah, not sure where I like it. Oh, there's a dark one. Wait, here's a darker one. I want to put it on top of the darkest bits.
Oh, I like that one.
I don't think it'll show on that one. I think it's too light.
I like that.
And I really like that one. I don't think I'm going to mess with that one. And I know I'm not messing with these. Look at those. That was me cleaning off my stencil from the alcohol ink.
Yep.
Just turned out so fun. Okay. So I think we'll use those and maybe that one. So let's start with this one and see how we like it first. I actually should be using this color because this looks like roses. Oh, I just talked myself into something new. Well, it's just, it looks like roses to me. Or we didn't use this one yet, did we? Did we use the truffle yet?
No.
Okay, well this is, and it's almost a pink, and I'm not a pink fan, but this color is just good. Okay, we're ready. We're ready. It's like a dustier brown.
Yeah.
Like a pinky brown color.
Like a Georgia clay. Well, it's not even like Georgia clay.
No.
That's red. That's much more red. If you've ever seen clay from Virginia or West Virginia, it might be similar to that.
Like, it's like stucco. Yeah, that's it. Ooh, look at that.
Flocking like on wallpaper.
The color?
Well, the look of it, the design.
Oh, yeah. Well, this,
yeah.
I always see, I used one that looked like flocking. I actually worked in a place that was originally a whorehouse. And they turned it into a steakhouse / bar, and I was the bar manager there. And the town I lived in had 17 of them. They had more of those than churches because it was Pendleton, Oregon, which was the entertainment capital of the Northwest back in the Old West.
Very
because cool. of the rodeos and all the stuff that they did. So there were a lot of buildings, old cool buildings that had been turned into, that were originally houses of ill repute, let's say.
Brothels.
They were all brothels, yeah. And the way they got them shut down was the wives got together and started tracking all the men that were coming and going because it was such a huge problem. And they told them that they were going to tell the priests or like they were basically blackmailed to stop going in there. And they went to the madam and told her to shut it down at that point. Isn't that funny? Okay, we're going to do the red one now. Right through here. So a lot of the buildings had flocked wallpaper. The original flocked wallpaper in red and black.
That is so cool.
It really was cool. So this one is kind of a burgundy color.
I don't think the color is showing through.
It will in a minute.
As well as you're seeing it. I could see a little bit of what you would call burgundy, almost a light wine.
Yeah, kind of. Well, yeah, maybe it's more wine. There we go.
Oh, I like that.
And it's fun because they'll all have a texture, when we're done too. And you can use these like you would your light and fluffy. Or like, boy, the stencils had, you can tell it's a favorite. You can use it for all kinds of, texture. It's good for that. And these are softer than they would be because I've just added water to all of them too. I guess it's got to be on there. So I've got press and seal on here. I had plastic on there before and it wasn't working. So I bought the press and seal just for these and I hadn't done it yet. Okay, this is going to go in the water because it needs it so bad. We're just going to go through my stencils that I brought down here. I have my borders now. So let's use that green. I'm going to put that away and get a different one of these out. Is this fun for you?
This is fun. I'm learning.
I hope it's interesting. Talking about whorehouses and all kinds of stuff going on here.
The creating and the conversation is just fine. I'm learning. I don't know nuvo, so you're teaching me about that.
Let's use the puzzle. Well, it's fun stuff. I mean, I recommend it, but only get a few colors because, you know. So we wanted to use this one, which is the honeydew. The good part about this, I know I have alcohol ink all over me, but the good part about the nuvo is it washes right off your hands and stuff.
So what I'm thinking, where my mind is going, because you're doing the little cards and I love my cards, but for a different approach, one could create a master board.
Yeah, you could. I actually have done, you mean like a master board or like a texture plate?
No, let's say that you've done a paper.
Yes.
Let's say you've done a pull off the gel plate with something and you're not liking it, like that blue piece that you laid down earlier that you didn't care for. What you can do is, that's a nice substrate. You can do all of this. I love that. I really love that. You could do all of this. You could do random stencils and stencil butter and stamping or whatever strikes your fancy on
oh yeah, these could still get stamped over too. I mean, I would totally do that.
Exactly. And then color from there, paint from there. But anyway, you have your substrate is that really not so cool painty paper, gel plate pull, like that blue one that you had earlier.
Right.
So you filled the whole page up with stencils, texture paste and stencils like this, and then you cut it up to postcard size or.
So I've done with like scrapbook paper, gel plate pulls, stuff like that in the past, and then put texture over it. Use this in your art journal, but you could also use it on a master board is something that you copy, but a collage would be something that you might cut up. But I know exactly. Uh-oh, there was another color in there from me mixing it. I see some burgundy. But you could absolutely put a pattern over the top. Actually, you know that postcard I sent you?
Yeah.
That is exactly what that is that you're looking at. That was cut up from a large piece, and then I put the gold nuvo mousse over it on a stencil. Do you see it?
It's downstairs in a. I have.
Okay.
I have a box with your name on it that has. So it's downstairs on the dining room table because I'm still using it.
I'm talking about the postcard that you had in the frame. That's actually scraps, and then I put the gold nuvo mousse over a stencil, and it might have been the stencil with the crosses over the top of that.
I have to go downstairs and look because all that's downstairs.
I think it's got some marker too. So can you see it?
Well, tilt it for me. There you go. Now I can appreciate it. Absolutely. Oh, I like that too. I like that blue background with it. Very nice.
I think in person it's more.
It doesn't. I don't know what else you could have put on there. It doesn't overpower.
It doesn't. It wants a stamp now.
Yes, it wants a focal point.
Mm-hmm. And that's good. I want to leave some of these in the state that they want a focal point or some more stuff. So I'm good with that. All right. I'm doing kind of a thing here where I'm moving things as they're getting to a drier state and sticking them over here on top of my paint. So that I can stand these up to dry because it's so thick. So just a moment. Let me do some rotation here. So the next project for the Makers Creative Collab is Eclectic Evolution.
Oh,
So
that's
what
where
does
the
that
word
make
stuck
you
in
think
my
of?
head.
What's that make you think of?
Um,
Curious.
well, actually, I was thinking about that. So it's eclectic means this, that, and the other thing. Basically,
Right.
it's mixed
That's what I
media.
do. Yeah.
In our circle, it's mixed media.
Right.
So it
Well, it
could
could be a
be,
collection. It could be like the stuff that I make in the boxes, like a assemblage style, eclectic.
yeah.
What do you? But I was curious. What did we use purple? We didn't use purple.
I don't think so. Um, boy, I'd have to.
Think about it.
I mean, your mind can go so many places that,
Right.
but you need a focal point. You need to start with something, and that's
Funny.
probably where I would get stuck. So
That looks blue.
that looks really purple.
It is purple, but on my screen it looks navy blue. Isn't that
Nope,
weird?
it looks purple. It looks like iris purple flowers.
Let me get a different
Purple
stencil.
irises. So I'm trying to think. I wanted to think about it like because eclectic is me.
Yeah, me too.
Eclectic and bohemian and uh wild woman
Absolutely. Me. Yeah, I
nature.
totally get
Yeah,
that.
you and I could get lost in the woods
Yeah.
um and be happy.
Yeah. I want I want it this way. Yeah, okay. I'm looking at the shapes again, seeing how I see that. So I barely use this purple and I really need to like make a bunch of stuff with it. I have done on pieces of chipboard where I've just painted them with gesso and then went at with stencils and made like things I can cut out that have texture with like cracker boxes. And I
Yeah.
need to make a bunch of those and use some of these colors that I haven't spent much time using. It's going to have drama. Impact.
Okay, so eclectic evolution. What
Uh-huh.
comes to mind for you?
Well, I'm thinking something that turns.
No.
That's where my mind
I
goes
know. That's
with
revolution, not
evolution.
evolution.
You know what I mean?
That's revolution. That's
I know that, but for some reason, I suddenly had an idea, and I can't tell you what it is, obviously. Um,
okay.
but I suddenly had an idea for an evolution, an evolving
Yes.
evolution.
Yes.
Yep. And you'll have to wait and see.
So to
It's a
me,
seed, and
it's
it just
like
started.
yeah, it's like it's like a journal to me. It's like creating a journal because the first page is going to be the first page, and then the next page is going to be the first page with a little more on it. And then the
Yeah.
third page is going to have a bit. So it's going each you're going to have your base page and each page after that is going to evolve.
Why haven't I used the purple? Look at
I do
this.
like that. That's cool.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
Nah, I like the navy blue better. Ha ha ha.
See ya? I have barely used that one too. The navy blue and purple would look good together. Okay, I gotta find a place to set this. Okay. I'm
So
surprised.
yeah, you can't tell me, but it's yeah. I
It's a
think
seed
first
still. It just
yeah
started.
the first thing that came to my mind was again like you revolving something revolving, but that's not it. It's evolving, which
Uh-huh.
means to go from something base to something growing.
Well, it's whatever happens in your brain when you think of it. So I could technically do something revolving because it's a jumping off point is what it is. So
And
it is okay to do that.
because of the term eclectic, and I think this would be perfect for you. So here it
Yeah,
comes. You take something which you love to do, take something, say take anything, take a piece of scrap, take a piece of old jewelry, take anything like that, and turn it into something else.
that's what I do.
That's you. So
Yeah.
this month's is you're gonna be the winner.
Oh, I feel like she's actually had, they're pretty broad terms, and she's had a bunch that I felt like were made for me.
This one
So it doesn't really,
especially.
yeah, I don't know. It depends on how my brain works and those words inspire when I go to do it. I'm really mad about this.
Look at it this way. You take a smashed tin can and turn it into a beautiful anniversary gift for Bill. Is that not
That's
evolution?
eclectic.
That's eclectic and an evolution. So it's like, you got
Certainly
this.
is an
This is easy
eclectic.
peasy for you. Yeah.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see where my brain wants to go with it.
Well, now, and knowing everyone in the group, I'm excited for this month.
I think it's always exciting, and it's
Yes.
always so fun to see everybody's different, uh, how they interpret the project. I just love that, and all the different different things that everybody comes up with are just amazing. There, it's fine.
I like that.
That has two of them stacked on top of each other because this was just me cleaning my stencils where the stencil butter was earlier before we got online.
Yep.
So that's all right. It does need some work, but
That's an eye-popping stencil there.
it is. I really like this one. I hate to say where it's from. Uh, it's from AliExpress. I think I spent $4 on it. It's an affordable stencil, and it has a
Yeah.
lot of. I like stencils that have a lot of different things
Yep.
happening. I also like patterns, but I like all the different things because I can pick those moments. My next video is kind of going to be about that. The next beauty class video. So watch for that, guys, because it's going to be fun and something maybe new to you. About stencils. All right. So what stencil haven't we used here today?
That one. The one over there. Ha ha ha.
Used the one over where?
I don't know.
We have those. That's for the gel plate. Oh, we have this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I think this one, the holes are so big, it would be a lot of stencil butter, and I might cover up. Maybe I cover up a really ugly one. Like, no, I'm not ready to mess with that because I don't want to lose that part that I liked. So what if I use this like one stripe down the.
To put the entire hole on, you could use a half hole on the edge.
I
You know how to
could.
do that.
I
And
could
there's a
find
spot
a
right
spot
there.
on here that I like the most that's got more interest, like because there's more circles right there,
Right.
or where that really curvy line is right there. And
Yep.
just
I was just looking at that.
let's see
Put
what
two of those next to
color.
each
We haven't
other.
used the turquoise yet. I have this really dark turquoise, so let's find a thing for that. So definitely not. Definitely not. Let's turn that upside down so we can see. Maybe that one.
Maybe.
Not messing with that one. I'm not messing with that one. Maybe one
Maybe
of
that one. Maybe that one.
one.
Yeah, maybe.
One that has some white. So there. Oh, or that one. So there's drama. We want the high contrast. So these ones. I made a lot of these, and this was only 3 different things with the gel plate. three different color palettes on the gel plate. You know how I put all the ink out first, and okay, we'll do those ones. That's fine. Or this one that I had rubbed this on when I was mixing it and cleaning it. And it's actually got some texture from the ink because some of the ink is old. Let's see. I think this one. I could make the lines go horizontal, but I really don't prefer that for some reason. I don't know why. If I was making a landscape, it would be fine, but horizontal, I just prefer vertical. It's like wearing horizontal stripes. I can't do that.
Right. I don't, I tend to wear black.
I do too.
Well, it hides my
Yeah, I feel
bumps.
better in black. Yeah. I have a dark wardrobe. I
Which
do
is,
in the summer. It's a little bit different because I'm hot, so I don't care, and I'm not leaving the house.
and
So like I'll wear tank tops.
I love everything that P wears. I'm just like, yeah, I want that. But when, and I hardly ever leave the house, so what difference does it make? But I still
Right.
tend to purchase dark blue or black. It's like,
Well, I purchase every color, and then I end up just wearing the same things because
exactly.
I prefer. I mean, it's just lately. I used to not do that. Now I do. So the more you mess with it, the more likely you are to have some leaks. But I'm trying to make sure that it's filled in all the way. And
Yeah.
yeah, let's see it.
There you go.
Yeah, and I can clean it up too with that stick, like in a couple places, because I put it on there pretty thick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have it. And when I do things like this or work with alcohol ink, I know that I have to wear clothes that I can get messy too.
That's
So
all
like
my clothes.
right now, I have a pink tank top on and black leggings because I had to. I don't like using pink a lot, but I wear pink. Um, uh, by the way, I know that we're anti-pink on the gel plate, but I do wear pink. Just
Russ
don't
is
like it in my
taking me
art.
out for my birthday to a place called Fox and Hounds. Now,
Oh, that's cool.
it's quite an expensive, beautiful little place out in the middle of nowhere in the country.
What kind of food do they have?
Oh,
Do a
the
search.
menu would be steaks and shrimp
Oh, it's that
and
kind of place. Okay.
oh yeah, it's not, yeah, and
Fancy.
I don't eat meat. I might eat fish, but I pretty much, even when we go out, the most I'll
I
eat is
always get the fish.
chicken.
Always. I
Yeah.
always get the fish. I'm a
So
fish
I'm
girl.
thinking, well, I need, wow, we're not just going to the place to eat, we're
So
going to a nice fancy restaurant. I need something nice to wear. I don't have anything that
yeah,
doesn't have paint on it.
it's been so long since I've dressed up because we haven't had our regular date nights in a few years.
Yeah.
In those few years, how many pounds have we put on?
Yeah, exactly.
So none of my clothes are the same anymore. I wouldn't wear what I would wear 2 years ago on a date night. So this blue is so dark.
And I don't have time to order anything and have it
Yeah.
delivered. It's like, no.
Oh
So he's taking a frump out for dinner. That's all there is to it. I'm just going to be a frump. Oh, I like that one. Now
no.
that one's just a
Let's use
nice
that
little
one. It's an
delicate little
old
vine.
one. It's really old. I'm gonna open that back up and do the turquoise again. A little stirring. Yeah, we like that one. The lines are just the right width. So
Yeah.
you're using a little bit of a medium amount of the stencil butter, and then it's got a wide border on it, so you're less likely to make a mess around it. Damn it. Sorry.
Oh.
I can't help it. It's okay.
I like that.
Not a channel for kids, so it does not matter.
Yeah,
Sorry,
well,
guys.
exactly.
I love that.
That's a nice little delicate vine. I like that.
Yeah. This is
Nice
a
colors
really old
behind it.
stencil. It's like made for furniture. You've got to find a place for that one to dry since it's so thick. All right. So now I'm going to put away the blue. Make sure
So we are at 1 hour, 20 minutes.
Okay. We're
So you
almost
know.
through our colors and our stencils here. So, I mean, that was the plan at least. We could break out the gel plate. I mean, it could be done, but it's probably late in the game for the gel plate. I was kind of thinking I might add some white to the gel plate with some stencils to put these on, you know, if I found some that I felt like they needed, but I haven't decided what it is that they need yet. So I still have these guys here.
The triangles don't, the diamonds don't appeal to me on your cards. They
These
seem
are my,
yeah,
this is one of my favorite stencils.
really?
Uh-huh, absolutely. It's
They're
Harlequin.
not too big.
No, I love this stencil. I love it on the gel plate, at least.
Well, it looks like it's used.
Oh, it's very well used and loved. I want another one that doesn't have the script, because this one has script in the middle of the diamonds, like broken up script. I want another one like this that is just Harlequin. I don't know why I love this one so much. I just do. But we'll put it away. It really needs a good cleaning and a soak. All right. This one is nice. I've got my
That one I like.
circles. I've got
I like the pebbles. I
yeah.
like the mandala or the fleur-de-lis,
And
whatever
then I
that
have a
is.
few of these here. Hold on, I dropped a
Strippers.
couple on the floor. Okay, I've got these. So let's see, we used that one. Let's put it to the side.
I don't care for that one. It's tulips. Although I do
I
like
think it
that.
would need to go, and I'm not a super flowery person, but I think this one would need to go in a place where there's like a line, and then put it like halfway and change. Let's do that.
I just like the middle part, the lotus part.
Yeah. Okay, so I got to pick a color here, and I think we've used all of our colors finally here, these ones, but we have not used these ones. So I'm going to use this. These are tinted texture pastes that I need to use because I made these so long ago. So here's the deal. I bought the big giant texture paste from Amazon, the giant bucket of it. And then I used the jars and used paint to tint the colors.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up with, like, I have a rust one. I have they're all upstairs, but this one I really need to use because I have way too much of it, and I ended up with 2 jars of almost the same color.
I like that color.
And this one is like a periwinkle.
Oh, I like that color too.
It was this, and I added a little dioxazine purple to it. It's almost a purpley gray. All right, so I'm going to use that one, and I'm going to use a palette knife. So if you want colored texture paste, I recommend getting that big tub. I think it was like $16. And then just tint it all and make sure, if you're using a water-based medium, you use a water-based color to tint it or whatever. So, and you want to make sure it stays thick enough that you can still put it through a stencil and not have it kind of bleed under too much, or you're going to need to use a paintbrush. So you don't want to lose the fact that it's a texture paste.
Well, I was actually thinking because I like playing with, oh, that did turn out well. Look at that. I love that color. I was actually thinking of I need a new um craft. I was actually
Yeah.
thinking of because I've designed a few stencils of turning them, and I'm playing with polymer clay right now.
Uh-huh.
So my mind goes, I want design on the clay. Um so of course
So like a
then I'm
texture,
thinking,
you mean?
No, not texture. No, not really well, it would be texture, but not really. It would be more of a anyway, take one of my stencils and get a heat press and make silk screens.
Oh yeah. You know, I have some silk screen stencils I could actually send you if you want them. They're new. They've
Really?
never even been out of the package. Somebody sent
I
them to me, and then another one I bought in a craft pot. So yeah,
show hold that one up. Okay, I see it.
I'm gonna put a little bit more right here.
Yeah, I've been watching videos on how to make my own silkscreen stencils, and the investment is
Yeah,
really not that
that's why I
much.
didn't use them. I
Well, I
well,
didn't
I
think it
didn't
was.
want another thing because I already have so
Yeah,
many things I love, and I
yeah.
want to do encaustic next.
Oh,
So I
that's
did.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. So I wasn't ready to take up silk screening.
Well, I have the silhouette and I make my stencils.
There we go.
So I like that. I'm really surprised you put 2 spots on there, but I like it.
Well, because it goes all the way across the bottom, I
Yeah.
think it works out okay because this is almost a third one right here.
Yeah, but the background stencil looks really great with that.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
some of that paint that was left over on the plate. Okay, I gotta. This is very wet, but it dries fast.
Yep.
I gotta find a good place to put this on the laptop. That's a good place, right?
Yep, that'll do it. But I'm thinking I've got the silhouette and I'm making stencils and I don't make a lot. Mostly I make cutouts
Well, you're
for.
definitely going to want to watch my next video because I'm going to be talking about that exactly. And I'll tell you about it later when we're not recording.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
because
we
it's
can
pretty
talk later.
exciting. It's pretty fun.
Well, I always watch your videos.
Like
I'm just
it.
I
Well,
don't watch them as quickly as I want to, but I watch them.
turn
And
enough hours in the day, huh?
that's what I said the other day. I watched the one where you did threes and you had the latex gloves on, and I'm like, and I'm looking at your hands today, going,
Yep. I know. I couldn't help it. It just happened. It happened last night when I was playing with the alcohol ink, like a doofus. I just didn't wear gloves. I really just don't think about it. Let's, no, I don't want any of these with that color. How about one of these with that blue gray?
the par the
The like
periwinkle.
periwinkle gray
Yeah.
color. Yeah.
Yep.
So we're done with that one. Oh, darn it. I have waste. I don't want to waste.
You have too much left over.
I have to put it back. That's
Oh
just,
no.
darn it. And I probably need to put it in, although this color started as that, so you can see it on the edges. This one's a little runnier, so I might use a stencil brush with this anyway. So let's put,
Bulls.
how about this one? Yeah? Should we
Yeah.
try it?
Yeah, I like that.
Just half. So it's an uneven. So, and it's thicker, like stencil paste is, or like stencil paint. So this is a stencil brush.
Mm-hmm.
I have a request, PM. Uh, some of these mandalas as stencils instead of masks, so that they have a border and it's
Oh,
easier to add to projects like this and not get it everywhere. And for the gel plate, that's a new stencil request for them. Like they could take,
this is a request
yeah,
going out to
for
PM Artist
PM
Studio.
Artist Studio. Take the same designs even, or make new ones, and make them into stencils with a border instead of a mask for the gel plate, or, you know.
You hear that, Brad?
Yep. That's for you, Brad.
That's for you, Brad.
It's not very exciting. It doesn't show up a lot. So maybe when this is done, I would go back in with a marker and go around some of the shapes, or because it's hard to see. You can't see it on camera. I can't see it. It does blend though.
Yep, it still needs something.
Blends in. I hate wasting this. So if I add more to this, it's like the soup that going, and that's how I ended up with so much of that blue. But it needs, because every time you add paint to it, you loosen it up a little bit. So when your paste starts to get old, that's the time to make too, because then you can loosen it up a little bit because it's older and it's getting thicker. That's a good time to do it. You're about to order some new stuff. Starter. Yes, exactly. That is a good analogy. I gotta stick this wet thing someplace to dry. Okay, so how many more do we have that we want to mess with? And then we have, let's see, 4, 5, 6 stencils. Well, I used that one. It's clean. 6 stencils left. I definitely don't want to order that one. Could do that one. Don't want to mess with those. Ugh, I'm not even sure what to do with that. This was coral and white. I don't use pink, and I'm mad about how these look like bubble gum to me. I like that one. This one could use something. That one. That one. Sure. Definitely that one. I'll just pick the colors that coordinate with it at this point. And we'll just go through the rest of these stencils real quick, and that's good, right? Because some of it will probably get cut out, correct? Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
I didn't know. I thought you were just,
Just rambling?
Just rambling.
I do that, you know.
And I was watching what cards you were flipping through.
So I want to use this one, I think, or something really opposite of this grunginess. That doesn't cover enough. Maybe that one.
Little pebbles? Pebbles. That one little,
there you go. Choppy rocks, isn't it?
Yeah, or something like that. That'll do though.
Yeah. So I'm going to pull it down a little bit. And then with this one, let's see. Who do I want to use? I don't want it to be heavy on top, but I might still add some to the bottom. The hole's right there. So that's the top. So it should be, color. What color?
Would that truffles be? Let
me see.
I think that would blend in too much, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think it matches. None of them seem to match this.
Go back to the navy, or the copper. Go back to the ones you started with. What do you think of one of those?
Copper.
Or the black?
Let's do the copper. The copper and the gold are not they're ones that I use all the time and I have less of. And it's really about using more of what I happen to use.
Well, I was going to say, hold the copper down there. Let me see. I don't know.
There's the black. And there's the navy.
What pulls you?
Gosh. Well, there's a bit of blue here, but not enough. I would probably have to put some on the bottom if I used either one of those, because I don't want it to be top heavy.
Right.
Let's use the copper. Let's do it.
No, you moved off the wrong circle. You moved it. Move it to the right. You're using the other circle.
What? Oh, this way?
No, that's too yucky.
Yucky?
Yeah.
Right
Well,
there.
see the big circle?
This
See
one
the
or this one?
hold on. The one on the one closest to your hand. That's the one you had up farther. So you had it up a little farther. No, you didn't turn it. Yeah, you had it a little higher and more over, so you saw more of that circle. And the other circle kind of went
Right
off.
there?
No, more no, that circle I just had you point to was on the page. Oh, then it ends up there, so that doesn't look right.
Well, we can mess with it this way.
Oh, now that looks okay. Well, do you want that bigger circle down at
I
the
don't know if I
bottom
want
though?
that straight line.
Yeah, exactly.
So I
Uh,
kind of want,
go
I
that
mean,
way.
we have options. How about that?
Oh, well, now that's not too bad.
It's
Yeah.
hard to see it past that pink that's on there. It looks like pink.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do this one a little bit different. I'm just going to use the stencil brush straight in and go like this.
So you're going more for color than texture
Yeah,
and
just to
depth.
show that it can be used differently.
Yeah. Well, I hope you like it this time.
Well, if I don't, I can lift it and see. Oh, it's not bad. Or I can go back in with the palette knife. It's still at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I can match that back up. Let's see that palette knife.
See, now my mind is going
Texture.
the end of a business card and
What?
just like take the end of a just poke a business card down in there and then just put lines all over instead of shapes.
You mean use it like a mask? What do you mean business card? I'm fine.
Well, I said business card because of the size, or like an old credit card or something like
oh,
that.
like a mask.
Well, you would be dipping the edge of the card into the nuvo
Oh, as a tool. Okay, I see
as
what
a
you're saying.
tool. Yes.
Yeah.
And you would create lines, but you would have control lines instead of circles or squares or diamonds or flowers. Or I
I've
like
actually
that
got one
though.
of those little ones that came from. Remember when we had like, well, I think Rite Aid has the one that you put on your keychain. I was going to say Blockbuster, but when
Yeah,
you
I know
have
what
them
you
on
mean.
your
Those little
keychain
ones.
like that,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is, I have one of those up on my desk. That's pretty handy.
But see,
And
I'm
next,
liking that after all. I do like what you're doing there.
well, I ended up going back to the palette knife too.
Yeah. Yes, you did. Yeah.
It's somehow that texture just really does the job, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Except it's all over here, and I get it all over the back of everything when I do this. So I need another. There we go. You could use a spatula for this, a business card.
Well, and I was not thinking of a stencil. I was thinking of the business card or the credit card, or like you said, the little blockbuster key card. Um, I wasn't thinking of it as a stencil. I was thinking of it as making marks. I do like that. You just tilt that and it just, yes, good choice.
Thank you. This is the only moment that I liked on there, and if I don't think you can see on the camera, there's a lot of stuff going on here. There's stencils and shapes, and there's gesso, there's ink, there's just a lot of things happening right here that I like. So I like the card now because I didn't like the rest of it. Okay, I'm sure I have golden elbows at this point. So let's put the copper away and get out the stencil again. I'm gonna have to scrub and soak all stencils because I'm throwing them on top of each other in a baking pan right now.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. So which ones haven't I? Oh, I love this one. I've used these ones so much that they have a texture. I hear echo.
Yeah, those are PM Artist Studio stencils.
Yeah, they are.
Yep.
And they're some of my favorites.
And they hold up to all kinds of abuse.
They do. I don't want to use that one. I want to use this one or this one that's got little spots on it. That's kind of fun. Or that one. You choose which one. It's going to get this shape like on a half. Do you like that one?
That's the one I like. That's actually the one I like too.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the splotchy one.
So not straight down the middle half, but like either more like a third. Like that way or that way. I like that.
Okay.
Turn it over because it's doing something there. There we go. The only problem with this is it's very floppy. Yeah, I mean,
well, it's
a lot of weird edges on it.
It's gonna dominate the card.
Color. Let's go with black this time. Or
Ooh.
do we do navy? Wish I had an olive green in a paste. Or this one. Will that work? Let's use that. Let's just see what happens. It's this sort of color shifty. That's the other thing too. When you add water to them, you start to lose your sparkle. And I don't know why.
You dull it. I see. Okay.
It does dull it down.
It's like watering down soup. You lose the flavor.
Right. And it's like trying to mix with metallics. You lose that sparkle.
Well, that's just easy. You just get some eyeshadow and rub it over the top.
Yeah.
Cheap eyeshadow from the dollar store.
As a warning, just so you know, everyone, if you do that. And I have all of the sort of powders that you can mix with water and all the different companies like Lindy's and stuff. I could use those too to bring it back to life, or just rub some gold over it. Or okay, how bad do I need to clean that up now?
Oh, not so bad. Not too bad.
This one usually does this right here because it's such a floppy stencil. Looks like a shadow now.
We like shadows. Ghost images.
Shadows are fine.
Me and my shadow. Strolling down the avenue.
I shouldn't know that, but it was also a movie with one of my favorite people, Steve Martin and Lily Tomlin.
Yep, that one. I go back with Judy Garland and
yep.
Gene Kelly, I believe it is.
Yep.
But I know the one you're talking about.
So everybody was always like, "Ooh, Mel Gibson," and whoever their heartthrob was, and I was like, "Oh, Steve Martin," and I don't know why I always had sort of a daddy crush on him, maybe since Parenthood. But it's like he's funny. He makes me laugh, and I like that. I think that is a sexy quality. A man that makes me laugh.
But since because I didn't do crushes and that, if I was going to, I would say Dean Martin.
There you go.
Because his voice would just music. It's the music thing.
Music does do that. And I didn't do crushes either. Everybody was like, "Oh, Mel Gibson." And I'm like,
yeah.
They're laughing at me because I'm saying Steve Martin over there.
I had crushes in high school, but they were from a distance. So let's just say that they were who I imagined them to be. And if I got to know them, I'd be very disappointed.
And it was like Prince or Billy Idol,
Yeah.
Honestly. It was musical people usually where I had a crush. I'm not feeling that one for any one of these. Gosh, that needs cleaning too. Should have put more water in that bucket. They're just sitting on top of each other now. So let's do a last one, shall we? And then I'll get some photos when these are done and send them to you.
Yes. Man, however you want to do them.
I love this one. Also, that texture paste dries really flat and almost chalky, and it's beautiful.
Where's the purple one?
Gotta clean that one up. The purple one. Which one? This one?
I like that.
So maybe we need to use some purple because there's a lot of impact. And let's use the favorite stencil, shall we?
But then I like the one with the very gentle vine, the simple little vine, and oh, I
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
the one that's for furniture from I think it's Deco Art or something. Like they used
Yeah.
to make. It's one of those '80s stencils. Yeah, let's do that on the gold in some spots. And what do you think of the? Do we do black?
Yeah.
Which one? Purple or black? Pick
Yeah,
gold.
ha ha ha. You no, you choose. They're well, they're both dark.
Yes, that's the goal. We the ones that have been our favorites here have been the ones that have a lot of contrast.
Let me
So
see the card
impact.
again. Let me see the
Okay,
card.
gold, and it's got some cool stuff happening down here that I'm gonna mess up because that was all the paint that was left over. This is all paint.
Really think oh gosh, the black would might really pop on that.
It might. It might just. I want to
Yeah.
find. So I moved all this stuff so I could move the stencil up because I'm liking this. I want that A right there, or I want these shapes right there. Okay, let's do it. I don't know if you
Okay.
can see. I'm trying to make it in camera. Let's do the black. We're going with the black. That is black ash.
Say that again.
So that should be our instead of sugar.
I used to deal with an ash bucket. It was my job to clean out the wood burner. And so
Uh huh. Uh
I
huh.
had an ash pot or
Uh
bucket.
huh.
Yeah.
I yeah.
I'm being very
And then
careful
you
of
would have to
saying
use
that.
the the cuss bucket after that.
No, it actually wasn't bad because I saved my lifestyle back then was different than it is now. And I would save the ashes and they would go in my garden
Oh, that's awesome.
or they would be used in a vat of water that I would use to dehair deer hides.
Oh, well, your life was very different back then.
My life was very different.
Sounds
It
like my
was
childhood,
very
actually.
yes, it was very, very, uh, yeah, and the things I did, I loved. The life I lived, where I lived, no.
We have a
Look at
winner.
that. We have a winner. I like that. Turn it around so we could see it upright. Oh, I like that. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Oh, I
Yep.
like it. I like the placement of everything. I'm super happy with this. All right. Okay. So these stencils need a good clean, so that must mean it's time.
It's
Thank
time.
you. Thank you for hanging out with me today and watching me play with these stencil butter nuvo mousses because, you know, that's what they are in everybody else's language.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm not getting anything from these people. I just went and ordered all these and realized I needed to add water to all of them. So it was time to, you know, I'll get some pictures to you and we will share them. And I'll share a few on the Facebook page as well or in the groups. Okay?
There you go. Let's give me an end shot here. Just something before the
Let's get these out of the way. Let's do this. Oh, wait, we have one more. I planned ahead for this. We've got nuvo mousse. We've got all these beautiful, beautiful tags. Another one's really great right there.
Where's the one with the vine?
Let me find that. There's
And
this
the
one,
purple. Oh, these are lovely.
this one,
Look at that.
and the one with the vine. Where did I put that one? Let's find it. I've got a bunch up here too.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Yep, the
I
waves.
like that one a lot. I really like what happened because I didn't like that line and I just rubbed it right on out there. Oh, this purple one.
We like that one too. Yeah.
I'm going to set that right there.
I like them
And
both. The one, yeah. See,
the blue.
that was the
Oh,
periwinkle. No, that's the navy.
so good. It's the navy. I think this is my other favorite for today.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put that right side up. And it's that stencil and picking where to put it, Love it. I mean, I like them all, but I have favorites. This one is a favorite because it's got that cool shape. This one's a favorite with the leaves. Now I still need to find the one that. Oh, there's more over here. Oh, there's the crackle. It worked with the water.
There you go.
You
Oh,
see
look at
it?
that. It
Can you
did,
see the
didn't it?
cracks?
Yep.
It's not wanting to stick down all the way. Oh no, it might flake off with the water. Or it could be that I used the wrong side of the card. Or it's, like the surface it's on.
So
I
you
need
put a
to
spray
seal it.
sealant on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's more. Wait, there's more.
But wait.
Uh-huh. Those that I did before. I'm looking for, I know we have more. Oh, right here. Right here. There's your vine right
There's
there.
the vine. I
I
like
think your
that one.
name is on that one. It
I
might
like
be.
and
There's
and
that
the
one.
yeah. Oh, the white flocking. Yes, the white flocking look.
There we
That one
go.
and that black, that last black one you did are absolutely
It's
terrific.
that stencil's a winner.
Yes, it is. I
There's
wrote it
more.
down. I'm going hunting. I'm going shopping.
I hunted for that. I actually saw it in someone else's video and I went hunting for it. There's that gorgeous PM Artist Studio stencil that looks like leopard spots
Yep,
in the corner there.
I like that one too. Oh gosh, I
Wait,
don't
there's more.
you would have to ask me to choose. I couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
Not just
I'm having
one.
a difficult time. I love this shape. Not happy with that, but I mean, I could put something over it. It doesn't matter. Or I could go back with some more. Here's another one.
Embellished nicely.
Look
Oh, I
at
like
how
that one too.
many we did. Look at the
Now,
thickness
for the white, that's my favorite with the white.
right there.
Yeah, that one
It's
is. I like
actually
this.
it's the lightest color of green. It's like a mint ice cream.
Yeah,
It's called melon. It's like melon. How's that?
yeah, you did say that. That's my
Yeah.
favorite of the lightest ones. Bring that other one back. Let me take a look at that again.
Okay,
The
gotta
one you
find
just set
it here.
aside.
So
No,
there's
not that one. The other one. It's not the white. It's the you just set it to your left or to
this
your
one.
right. To your
Uh,
right. Yeah,
this
that one. Let me look at that one again. No, the other one. The other one.
this one. The other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got black. Is it black? What do
Yeah,
you
high impact on
think of
that.
that one? Yeah, kind of. It doesn't. Oh, you're cutting up. Darn it. It's No, I don't know. I could see you doing something with that.
Yeah.
That's the one I teased you about 3 times.
Yeah.
But there's something there. You
Oh,
could
I
take
see
a look at
it.
that for a while and come back to it. I
I
bet
love
you could
it.
do. Yeah,
I would put something right here,
yeah.
like a focal point, like
It
something
actually,
something
the more
medieval.
I look at it, Sharon, the more I see that top stencil part looks like the eyes and ears and nose.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh. I'm gonna have to look at that. I'm gonna have to.
turn
So
it
let me
over.
look at it right
Now
side up
see it.
for me.
And the smoky black in the middle is something spewing out of its mouth. It's so weird.
Oh my goodness. That's funny.
So weird.
Something really medieval in it. This one is really good. I'm really tickled with these. I think this is dry already because it's that paint or the paste that I made. And I'm tickled with these. Tickled. And this one with the contrast. Look at that gold shine. Oh, I'm really happy today. I hope it was for you and everyone else that watched. Are you with me, Violet?
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, we lost you a couple times.
Uh-oh.
But
Well,
so we're gonna sign off for now. You're gonna
yeah. And I'll send you some photos.
Well, thank everybody for watching us.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. I really appreciate you. And thank you, Violet, for being such an awesome, super mod.
Oh, you're welcome. and I'll be looking forward to
photos.
Well, not just photos, but the next little thingy that you're not telling me about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll send you a message.
Okay. Bye-bye,
Okay.
everyone.
Bye. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Don't forget the thumbs up and leave a comment if you
And
could.
leave a
Thank you so
comment.
much. Bye, guys.
Bye.
It's up to you to end.